The quality of the marriage is your fault. But the number one question that I get about this is how? What are some steps that I can take today to start this positive change? Because I realize that something is wrong. I'm a winning divorce strategist, an unbiased expert witness, a hero to my clients, and a villain to their exes. Welcome to the Stay Rich Show. Hey everyone, welcome to the Stay Rich Show. Now, in my book, How the Rich Get Divorced and Stay Rich, I have the marital audit, which gives you the opportunity to reflect on the quality of your marriage and then take positive changes to heart and become a leader. And you've heard me by now on this show talking about leadership and becoming a leader, talking about self-respect, talking about retaking the leadership role in your marriage by making decisions, by completely reinventing things and rebuilding it to make it better. And the quality of the marriage is your fault. And you've heard me say that too. But the number one question that I get about this is how? What are some steps that I can take today to start this positive change? Because I realize that something is wrong. And that's a great question. And that is the first step in the path. Tip number one is you're drawing a line in the sand right now. And you're saying to yourself, how I've been doing things in the past was shitty. And there is a lot of room for improvement. And I'm going to really objectively look in the mirror, figure out what's going wrong, why, and change. I'm not going to make excuses. I'm not going to blame somebody else. Everything now sits on my shoulders. This is a mindset. This is a mentality where you take ownership of everything. You happen to the world doesn't happen to you. It's not her fault. It's not the kid's fault. It's your fault. And because it's your fault, you now have the agency to completely change everything that has ever happened up to this day for the better. It's all about agency. And you should feel confident and happy enough to do this and not scared of how she may react, because it doesn't matter. You're taking control and steering the ship now. So how do you improve your marriage after this? Firstly, you need things to do for yourself. In the book, I talk about the Stay Rich Reset. I'm talking about developing physical strength. So if you don't have a gym membership, you're getting one. And you're going to go every day. Go for an hour, go for an hour and a half, go for 2 hours. I don't care. You're going to go to the gym. You're going to lift weights. You can do Muay Thai, boxing. I don't really care. Go do something physical. Take that time to invest in yourself. Take that time because it's meditative and it gives you a chance to look better, to feel better, to have more energy, to be able to give your undivided attention and focus when you need it the most. So it actually increases the quality of your attention, increases the quality of your energy. So you are inspirational, you are a leader, and you can embrace that and be confident in your position. Next up, I want you to take a look at your past and accept that it wasn't perfect. Accept that your parents probably tried pretty hard and some of the things didn't really go that well. And it may be something to do with like an attachment style. And other people have talked about this at length. And really, it's about changing the way you approach your marriage, it's about changing the way that you approach life and realizing that you have choices and you have abundance. And just because something happens that's bad doesn't mean it's the end of the world. If she chooses to divorce you, who cares? Because if you're 40, you have a multi-million-dollar business, you go through the divorce, you've got great kids, you're a leader, you're positive, you're healthy, you're good looking, you dress well. You don't think you can find someone? It's ridiculous. Of course you can find someone. There's abundance there. Sure, she may leave. Sure, she may find somebody else. That's fine. That's great. But you shouldn't be sitting there worrying about it. The odds are stacked in your favor. There's a lot of other people out there. And if your marriage sucks, a lot of them are going to give you way more of what you need than what she is. So who cares? But you want to bring your best self to the table and give it everything you got. And having that abundance mindset, what you're actually doing is installing something that I refer to in the book called an open door relationship. And when the topic of divorce comes up, I don't care if it's about friends, I don't care if it's about family, somebody else, you have the opportunity to set the frame, to set the narrative, to set how things will go. Because she's not talking about somebody else's divorce. just to talk about somebody else's divorce. She wants to know what your take on it is. So here's how you lay this out. This is a relationship reset where you are doing it hardcore. And this is going to completely surprise her. You say, you know what? It sucks that they're getting divorced, but I think, if we get divorced, I think everything will be fine. Like, I think we're both reasonable people. I want to make sure that the kids are taken care of. I want to make sure that you're taken care of. You can keep the house. I don't care. I'll pay for it. I want to make sure you're supported. I want to make sure the kids are supportive. So we're going to keep everything consistent. The kids can stay here. You're going to keep the house. You're going to have a nice car. Things are going to get paid for. Don't worry about it. Everything is going to be okay. And we're going to have a good relationship as co-parents. No worries. Because I want you to be happy. If you find somebody else, hell, I don't want to be with you. I'd rather you be with them. If you don't want this, then neither do I. Right? Which is a really good way to set the table. Because she's going to go, okay, he's reasonable. Okay, he's going to take care of me. Okay, no matter what, there's some sort of positive resolution here. This is all great. And then she's going to realize, oh, he's thought this through. Because men generally don't think this through. And she knows that. But he's thought this through. Maybe I need to start performing better. Maybe I need to start showing up better, and watch how quickly that turns around. Because you're not a warden of a prison, guys. You're the husband of a home. You're the leader of a home. If you have to lock the doors from the inside at night and make sure that she doesn't have the key, like, you don't have a home, you got a prison. You got a prisoner. She's just going to want to leave. You don't have to force her. You want her to say, hey, you didn't pick up your socks. I'm out. Bye. Because if that's the deal breaker, let her go and find somebody better who's probably going to be younger and more attractive and do a way better job providing for you. After you go through this process, what you're going to realize is that you need to set expectations for how people treat you. You need to establish boundaries on how people treat you, because people will treat you as well as you will tolerate it. And if you stop tolerating bad treatment, you say, calmly, I'm not interested in receiving this kind of treatment. It's disrespectful. So if we keep doing this, there's going to be a problem. Calmly. It doesn't have to be yelling. You don't have to be angry. You shouldn't be angry because you're confident and you're abundant. So this isn't for me. I have expectations. I want to be loved. I want to be treated well. I want to be in a happy relationship. So I'm going to lead that. But I need you to come along with me. And if you don't want to come along with me, listen, sweetheart, that's cool. I'm totally fine with that. You'll be supported and taken care of, but we're not going to be together. And watch how quickly all of this starts to turn around. And part of becoming a leader, this is your last thing, is taking ownership of income. Now, in the book, I call this investing in capital gains. And what I'm really saying is, rather than doing what a lot of men do in circumstances like this, which is shy away from their career ambitions, shy away from their business ambitions, this is a time to double down and invest the things with high ROI that reduce the amount of time that you need to run the business, that reduce the amount of attention and energy that you're pouring into the business every single day. This is your time to double down and invest in the things that make you earn more, that make you more prosperous, more profitable, bigger, better, faster, stronger, and more free to bring all that value home, to bring all of your positive attention and your energy and your time and money home. So instead of sitting in the office as the business owner, instead of sitting in the office as an employee, you come home and you bring a positive light. You bring a rested light. You bring not stress, but joy, not anger, but happiness, not sourness, but gratefulness. So you can take that trip to Florida for 2 weeks and not worry about it, and it'll go great. You can take that trip to California and have a great time. You can go out on date nights and plan them. Every Thursday, we're going out. Let's pick a great spot. This weekend, let's take the kids to blah, blah, blah. Hey, I feel like Italian food. Let's go out tonight. Let's have a great time. Can you call the babysitter? Like, let's just set it up. We're going to go have a wonderful time and enjoy it. Enjoy each other's company. I'm going to go to the gym and work out. Hey, do you want to come with me? I think we can work out together. I think it'll be awesome. We can go and get fit together. We can eat better. We can feel better. So then we look great all the time. We feel great all the time. We're going to make sure that we get to bed on time. We're going to make sure that we are attracted to each other all the time. We're going to make sure that she's getting on her knees to please more frequently. And that's the key. That's the art. This is how you build attraction, respect, and trust. This is how you become a leader. This is how you become the man that she has always dreamed of. And if it doesn't work, who cares? You're going to find somebody a lot better because your value is going to be way higher by going through this process. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you get a lot of value out of it. And I hope that this inspires you to take the opportunity to make those changes right here, right now, today.